What's going on, YouTube? I am not Matt Faircloth. I am Justin Fraser and very excited to be here with you today. Matt is on a well-deserved vacation, and I am here to answer your Mentorship Monday questions. Let's jump in. I'm going to bring on my guest, Aron. Aron, how are you, man?
Hey, how you doing, Justin?
I'm great. I'm doing great. Where are you dialing in from today?
Currently, I'm dialing in from Stuttgart, Germany.
Wow. So you're dialing in from tomorrow, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so I'm new to real estate, and I'm also interested in buying an apartment complex. And so, being that I'm a newbie, my question was basically piecemealing myself into the business. Like, would it be wise to buy the land first, and after buying the land, then go for another loan to acquire the apartment complex? Or would it make more sense to just go ahead and bundle the land and the apartment all under one loan and then try to go forward that way? And, I want to start off with one unit, or would it be wise just to start off with the maximum amount of units as your credit allows?
Wow. Okay, great. And you're looking to invest in the U.S.?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll be presumably out of country while you're doing this as well.
Right.
Okay. And the strategy of buying land and then putting units on it as money permits. Just talk me through that a little bit. Talk me through the thought process there on the benefits there.
Okay, so the initial thought process was to just get the low-hanging fruit and buy a piece of property. And then from there, I would move forward with trying to get secure a loan to build an apartment complex or some units. I've been looking at some of the plans. I was thinking of piecemealing that way because currently I don't have a home in the United States and I'm not carrying a mortgage. So it just made more sense for me to invest in this and let this bring in some extra income for me and the family while I'm over here. And then, maybe I have to look into getting a property manager of some sort to manage while I'm abroad. So I was just trying to figure out what would be the best way to minimize my debts and maximize my profits.
Yeah. Well, I think it sounds like you're trying for simplicity, and I'm concerned about the strategy of buying land and then building, because that's really a development project, which is could be has its own struggles and headaches, and could be a very large project. What size are you talking about? Are you talking about like 1 to 4 units, or you're talking about something larger than that?
I was going to start off with 4 units. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
So
new construction.
So you'd like to do new construction, buy the
Right.
land, and then build on it.
Right.
All right. And so you said as money permits. So is this something that you have to be working and saving for? I'd be concerned that you're buying this land. You'll have expenses like taxes, and then you have to, develop this land and then sell a lender on the business plan and the development process. There's a lot of steps there. It certainly is not impossible, but I'm wondering if it makes sense to buy something that's already built, given that you are a few countries away, an ocean away, and
Right.
there's a lot of hurdles that come with developing a piece of land over here.
Okay. With looking at some of the properties that I've been seeing, a lot of them are very, very pricey. And so that looked like that would be more of a group effort. I would have to basically go in business with someone else just to acquire a unit.
Okay.
So
could be. I mean, what price? I mean, you're in Germany. Do you have a
Right.
place in the U.S. that you are tied to or looking to invest in, or could you
Yeah,
invest
I have.
anywhere?
I could pretty much invest anywhere. Particularly, I was looking at Louisiana
Okay.
because that's my home and I know the territory.
Okay.
But
Great.
I'm open to other areas as well. The only thing about it is that with not knowing the terrain, I would have to basically know if it would be profitable for me to build or buy in a particular area. And, that would be a shortcoming for me there.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot more unknowns with developing a piece of land than there is going to be buying something that's existing already. If you buy, let's take an example. Do you know what a 4-unit goes for in Louisiana? And obviously, Louisiana is a big state. There's rural, there's city, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I mean, what are you thinking? Do you have any idea on price range there?
I was looking at, I'm not quite sure, but I was looking at it, and I think it's an estimate of like $88,000 or something like that for a 4-unit. And it depends on if it's a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, or 3-bedroom. The price really varies. I mean, currently I'm not decided upon a plan. I was just trying to figure out what would be the best strategy, what would be the best strategy for me to, take in the process of moving forward.
Yeah. Let's lay this out. If you're going to do new construction development, you're going to have to find a piece of land that's buildable. You've got to go through the process of making sure the water and sewer and all that is hooked up. So you got to get utilities out there. You then have to do environmental surveys and all that. You then have to partner with a developer, pay a developer to come in and build. You have choices. You could go modular. You could go stick built. There's a ton of options, and then you've got to hope that it's in an area that someone wants to move into and make sense. Your ground up is going to be. I'm nervous about that for you. I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot for being not there and not having the experience with it. If you had a partner who was a developer or had done something like that, or could be your eyes and ears here in Louisiana, I think that would make a lot of sense. But to try to do all those steps from across the ocean is going to be really tough. Now, traditional investing is going to be tough too, because you're going to want to go find a 4-unit. You're going to have to get inspections done. You're going to want to make sure that it's going to cash flow or meet your goals. Otherwise, if you can put some money into it renovation wise and come in and fix it up, and then you got to rent it out. You're going to have a property manager, maybe a contractor. All of that, to me, seems a little more attainable than to start from scratch with not finding the piece of land. There's just so many more steps that go into that. More zone, you got zoning issues. You've got all kinds of potential issues with the local city government. Is that property permitted to build a 4-unit on it? And if it's not, then, you've got to go through variances and all that with the local government. Seems like it could be a big challenge from where you are.
Right. So it sounds almost like it's the same amount of money either way you look at it, because the same amount of like utilities and the hookups and everything, it looked like it goes into both of them. It's just that one is already established and it kind of gets you over that cost, opposed to the other one, you taking on all those costs yourself.
Yeah. And I would look into, what does new build cost in per square foot in Louisiana? And then so you can research that. So there's some general information you can research, like, all right, if I'm going to build a 4-unit, each unit's going to be 1,000 square feet, and it's going to be 2-bedroom, 1-bath, whatever. You could probably figure out what that'll cost from a development side as far as cost per square foot. But then you've got to find the piece of land that property will fit on, make sure it's zoned properly, make sure it's got the hookups. Not even commenting on price. I think that it's going to be a lot harder to manage and line up all those pieces, not having that experience. So I would say that your best bet is to find something that's already built. Your loan process is going to be a lot easier. Just, the land and the property are already there. It's set up. Maybe you need a renovation loan, or maybe you can come out of pocket with that, or maybe you can fund it out of cash flow, depending on the plan for the property. As far as getting started, it should be an easier entryway to find something that's already built.
So I'll look more into that then, and then maybe I'll just go ahead and I'll just wait on it until I get back. So, that gives me some time to get more education on the subject, and then, move forward from there. I was just thinking it was kind of easy, like a house loan or something.
It's 2 transactions, right? You're buying the land, then you've got to get drawings. You have to put all the plans together for why and how you're going to build on this thing. And then you have to manage a developer from where you are to get that built. You could partner with someone. You could talk to a developer. If you're really set on that path, I would say try to meet and call some developers who are developing 4-plexes in Louisiana, and, talk to them about their process, talk to them about their costs, see if there's a way that you could partner or they could build something for you. What kind of land would you need? And maybe go that way. There's so many unknowns here that if you're set on it, then I would definitely say do your homework. Either way, do your homework and start by calling and talking to people and start to build some relationships with what you want to do.
Are there any industry standard ways of reaching out to developers?
I mean, you could start with bigger pockets. I mean, that's what I always recommend to everyone. Start on bigger pockets and find, there's a Louisiana sub forum. You can go in there and say, hey, look, I'm overseas. I'm looking to partner. I'm looking to meet some developers and I want to build, 4 families. And I'd love to talk to you and just get a sense of what your business is like and start networking that way. Look on LinkedIn as well. You might have some luck on LinkedIn for developers there. And it's just about connections. Put it out there. Talk to people that are doing it so that you can figure out what their costs are, how you can help. Maybe you can start by putting money into a project or supporting a developer in some way from where you are to sort of learn the ropes. And then you might be able to do your own after that. But you'll have more experience and a better idea of what goes into it.
Yep, that works. That works for me. So you answered my questions.
Great. I mean, listen, leverage what you have, leverage you're up when everyone's sleeping. So use that to advantage and have a whole bunch of emails and comments in people's inboxes so that when they wake up, they're hearing from you. You're the first email in their inbox, and just be relentless and connect with people and join virtual meetups. Lots of RIAs and networking groups are all doing virtual meetups right now. So there's no reason you could not find the Louisiana real estate networking meeting. I don't know the name of it. I haven't Googled it. I haven't searched it, but look on Bigger Pockets, do a search on Meetup, see who's meeting where, and it's all virtual right now. So that puts you on the level playing field. So join that and join their meetup and talk to them about what you want to do, and you'll start to make connections the way that you want to. Guys, again, if you want to join DeRosa Insiders, text DeRosa to 66866. We'd love to have you there. And join us here every Monday, 4:30 Eastern for Mentorship Monday. Hope you have a great and profitable week.